Yeah. Hair flip. Yeah, I'm a badass bitch. I don't like it. Hair flip. Yeah. Oh my god. So you guys should be happy. Oh my goodness. Hair flip. But anyways, hair flip. And hair flipping on these hoes. Hi.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to your boy SeanDavieWay. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, hit that bell so you are notified of everything that we have coming from the channel. Today we will be talking about surviving Wack 100. He's been in the headlines for a lot of things that people are frowning upon. He said some very disrespectful things and has also done some very disrespectful things. So without holding you any further, we're going to get into a little bit of background on Wack 100 for the people that don't know who he is. And we're going to dive right into these allegations that he's come forward with the late Nipsey Hussle and his girlfriend Lauren London. So we're gonna get into that. I hope you enjoy. Sit back, and once again, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. This video is in no way, shape, or form to disrespect him. Wack 100 is a well-known American rapper, business leader, celebrity manager, and entrepreneur from California. He is well known in the country for his work as a manager for well-known rappers and singers, including The Game, Ray J, Blueface, and others. Wack 100 has been involved in a lot of scandals, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. So in part one, we'll break down the more popular scandals that have made headlines to where you've probably seen them, like on Vlad, TMZ, Neighborhood Talk, and other places. And in part two, we'll break down the ones that you probably didn't know about because they didn't get much spotlight. So let's start with Wack 100 vowing to take down T.I. and his wife over SA scandal. After recently inserting himself into an ongoing beef between Meek Mill and Tekashi 6ix9ine, Wack 100 has set his sights on T.I. and Tiny amid SA allegations against them. Taking to his Instagram with a screenshot of a Vlad TV article with the headline, "Lawyer approached 2 states for criminal charges against T.I. and Tiny," on Monday, March 1st, the Los Angeles native vowed to keep the people in the know of what the couple is being accused of. "Click the link in my bio," he began. "I don't give a F, maybe I'm the last one left. Friend, family, homeboy, it don't matter. When foul stuff is going on and the community needs to know so they can protect the community. I didn't commit the acts or write up the article, but the streets, the industry, the world needs to know. NIGGA drugged my daughter. He got lead poisoning coming. Believe that." Wack 100, in my opinion, gives bitter failed rapper. There was no reason for him to insert himself with T.I. The majority of the people that Wack 100 has scandals or gets into it with are always rappers. Now, there have been like people like Kim Kardashian, which she's connected to Kanye. And when he said, which we're going to get into as well, when he did say what he had to say about Kim or releasing the tape, the first thing he said was, "Hey, Kanye, hit me up." So he's always inserting himself with a rapper because he is a failed one. He's worked with artists, and the artists that he's worked with, they always transition and move around because he's had really bad business dealings. So once again, there's no reason to talk about Wack 100. All of the rappers that he's worked with, he isn't working with anymore. Now there's some like Blueface and I believe Tekashi 6ix9ine that still have certain dealings with Wack 100, but they're not actually working with him. They've all looked for new management. They've all looked for a real manager to come around without all of this scandal and drama and push them as an artist. Blueface is not the best artist. Let's keep it real. He hasn't really popped since his feature from Cardi on Bust Down Tatiana. He just doesn't really matter. And it's the same thing with Wack 100. Wack doesn't matter. That's why he's always in some type of beef with a rapper, because he failed at it. So he gives, "I'm sick of sitting around watching all of these people blow up and blossom as a rapper when I feel like that's what I should be doing. I feel like that's what I should be." Look at the industry he's in with working with these rappers. It's obviously something that is close to home, meaning that he is an artist too, a failed one that never popped. He's bitter. That's all it is. He is a jealous, bitter, older man with a pot belly that has never really made a name in the rap industry besides working with rappers instead of being a working rapper. Wack 100 slams Krishan Rock amid Blueface fight. Hygiene bad, attitude bad. The drama involving Blueface, his manager Wack 100, and aspiring rapper Hassan Rock has played out this week like a social media soap opera. Hassan is no longer one of Blueface's artists, but the two have had a close relationship since she was featured on his Boxing Girls on his reality show hosted in his home. However, all that came to a screeching halt once Hassan allegedly broke windows at the residence Blueface set her up in and later had an incident that required the police get involved. Wack's quote, "I told the girl day one she was a waste of time," Wack wrote on his Instagram story. "Hygiene bad, attitude bad, music bad, all bad, you gotta go, get out. This ain't how Baltimore get down." Hassan responded by calling out Wack, saying that Blueface only brought her on to help pay the debt that he was in with his manager. Hassan claims that Blueface is locked into a bad contract and has no way out, and added that he lied in his video about how things went down during the fight. She also insists that she didn't sign contracts with anyone, and that's why Wack is truly upset. Once again, it's a lot to piece together. Not only was Wack attacking Hassan on social media, talking about her hygiene and other things, Hassan definitely fired back, and she's just like, look, you locked Blueface into a horrible contract. He can't get out, and he also can't get away from you, and there's not much that he could say, especially publicly. There's been plenty of artists that have come forward in the past especially and have said that they've been locked into bad contracts, people like Sukiyana and other people that, I'm locked in, I can't get out, I'm stuck. And I can see Blueface being stuck in that same type of situation. And I also think that money is bad for Blueface, because if you think about it, why did he have to shoot the reality show in his home? Certain things getting damaged and things like that is not a big deal with most reality shows because they're usually renting homes or Airbnb in it or something like that. So, you just kind of pay a deposit and it takes care of itself if any damage happens. So for him to have to shoot this reality show in his own home, that definitely lets you know that money is not where it's supposed to be. But not only did Wack 100 come at Hassan on Instagram, he also came at her in real life. Basically tried to fight this girl. Let's get into it.
Ain't nothing mucking me out like that, bro. I'll tell you what, dead home, she gonna get up out of here one way or another. I take the hit. I take the hit on the dead home. No, but she gonna get up out of here, dog. No, she gonna get up. I don't give a Wack, I believe I take the hit. No, she gonna get up. No, what you go? Wack, get up out of here. Get up out of here.
No, you're not. Not getting over.
She gonna grab.
Wait, Wack. I'm not grabbing. I'm not scared of y'all.
Get up out of here.
I'm not leaving. Don't get away from me. I don't care. No, bro. I don't care. Y'all petty. Y'all petty.
It's gonna be bigger. It's worse.
Why would you want the police to come?
I don't care. Just what I'm telling you, nigga. I don't care about me. What are you talking about? Y'all want the police to come for what?
What you mean?
Nigga, what do you mean? Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Bro, that's what I'm telling you. You trying to protect me. Who trying to violate us?
Bitch, I protect the nigga. What are you talking about? My God is a monster. My God is a monster. What? I don't care. What are y'all talking about? No, I'm not telling you none of that. No, I don't care. Wack. I don't care. Get out my face. All y'all. What are y'all talking about? Just back up. What are you talking about?
There's a problem right now.
How am I the problem?
I'm just telling you the best way to make this be over with for today. You're going against
Like that. Listen, Louis.
I want you to
This is what's going on right now. This is
How do you still trying to talk? Like,
Why? You do not scare me. Like, stop trying to scare me.
Yeah, good. She ain't
Hassan, look, don't let him on. It's not even about that. You need to be talking to Blue. Did you say that got nothing to do with him? He
Blue, but Wack don't. Blue don't care. Blue don't care.
That's what you really think?
Why you that to people? Something she won't let him take me? What you mean? Bro, you also I don't know who gave you what they told you? Nah, bro. Nah, she gotta get up out of here, bro.
please.
Y'all really trying to kick me out? That's crazy. No, I'm not.
Here,
That's
y'all going against
crazy.
me right now. Right now, y'all going against me. Y'all not helping me. I just did you a favor.
When we finna have a meeting? Okay,
Not to take her.
That wasn't a favor.
When we finna talk then?
That wasn't a favor.
Or when is you finna talk?
I wasn't afraid. Go call him back and listen. Nephew, I'm gonna call him back.
That wasn't
We're gonna let him hook her up because she's saying that wasn't
What are you
fair.
talking about, bro? You're not even.
No, Hassan, acknowledge. No, you gotta make a sense of acknowledgement. Listen, all that. He's just saying the police leave, went through it. They could have said, oh yeah, easily take her out. Just recognize the compromise. We should check her out.
Check the mailbox. Come on, beat me. It's crib. Go check them out. In Jesus' name, it's Mel with my name.
No. She was coming. Listen, if you want to call coming over here throughout the day and working and leaving, where was she? I don't. She lives in Hollywood or something.
Look at my.
She lives in Hollywood.
So she never lived.
No, she don't live here. She just got live here. She said you come by every day. I got people that come by.
Where is
Show me.
all your
Yeah,
stuff?
show me.
You're not her man. Is that right? You're not her man.
No. I manage. Who she's saying manages her. Which that's a complete lie.
What do you mean that's a lesson? It's a lesson because I'm brushing. I'm putting pressure on y'all, bro. For what I know it's right, bro.
Felt sorry for a woman.
Feel sorry. What are y'all talking about? This is where I stay, bro.
Where's your stuff?
They cleaned it out. What are you talking about? They cleaned it out. This is my wings, bro. They cleaned my out. You want me to go show you clothes in the washer? Like you probably didn't clean the washer out. What you mean?
You have a drawer?
All of this was unnecessary. He did not need to approach this young lady in that manner. I understand there were things going on and she was probably, liable for what was happening within that time, but it doesn't mean that you have to approach it in this manner, especially when the police were already there. So this is after the police left and he started to approach her again and try to harm her, literally physically throw her from the home or physically attack her. We don't know what he was doing. It was, I'm sure as a female, she was very scared because why wouldn't you be? You got this man literally trying to bombard his way through other men to attack you. So it's like, whoa. So shout out to Kashawn for handling that well. I still feel like she should have left. Don't ever let a man especially threaten you. Don't take that as a joke because it is not a joke. You get out of there as soon as possible, get to safety as soon as possible. If it took these men, I feel the main reason why it didn't go as far as it would have gone is because people were recording. If people weren't recording, who knows what would have truly happened to this young lady. But let's keep this going. Unless you've been under a rock, we all know that Kim Kardashian's claim to fame is the adult film that she did with celebrity Ray J. And when that came out, Kim blew up and became basically what she is today. This is the same woman that comes forward and tells women to work, although the most work she's ever done is lay on her back. The same women that say get out and work, that return text messages and emails all day as if that is hard. So yeah, shout out to her, I guess, for being a working woman with parentheses. Kim does not want anything to do with this alleged second tape that was supposed to be coming out due to Wack 100. So this is where the problem comes. There is another video, different footage from what happened that night between Ray J and Kim Kardashian, and we all know that it is sexual. At first, people said that the tape was false. It did not exist. Wack 100 was just trolling. But Kim fires back and says that she will definitely sue him and Ray J if this tape comes out. So clearly it's real. If it wasn't real, why is she threatening lawsuits? So let's get into Wack 100 threatening to drop Kim and Ray J's second adult film. Leaves Kim Kardashian only threatened to sue him and Ray J because Wack told the truth about more footage of their adult tape being in his possession. During a recent interview the hip-hop manager had on Clubhouse, Wack broke down how he believes Kim Kardashian and her lawyers are trying to intimidate him to add publicity to the upcoming series premiere of The Kardashians. His quote, "Now here go the stuff I have a problem with," Wack said after recapping the events that led to this point. "And I'ma say this, I love Ye, but he's been victimized too. So now that your new show is coming out, you've gotten so distracted with how you're going to promote your SHIT because you really ain't got nothing going on outside of the disrespect you've been directing to your husband with your kids. You know what you do. We gonna talk about the black man again?" In a since deleted Instagram post, Wack also broke down how it was reported that Kim's lawyers said he was lying, only for Kardashian to threaten a lawsuit if the footage were to get out. In the Clubhouse conversation, Wack also emphasized the second tape is in Kim's possession now, so it doesn't make sense for her team to even be talking about him. During the premiere episode of The Kardashians coming April 14th on Hulu, Kim calls her attorney, Marty Singer, about her son Saint playing Roblox and seeing a pop-up ad about the news of the alleged footage. Over my dead body is this happening again, she tells Singer on the phone, according to the Page 6. I know the right attorneys this time and I'm not going to let this happen to me again. I have all the time, all the money, and all the resources to burn them all to the effing ground. I am all for Kim making sure that this footage does not come out. But once again, it doesn't make sense if the tape is in your possession, meaning the only way for it to get out is for you to release it. And we all know what happened the first time, Kim. The first tape that was released was in your possession as well. Remember how your mom, Chris, went and sat down with Vivid Entertainment and signed a multi-million-dollar contract for you and Ray J to sell your adult film? Remember that? Let's not act like you aren't the reason the tape got out in the first place, the first tape. And again, Kim, I don't feel sorry for you. You knew what you were doing while you were doing it. You knew you wanted to have kids one day. You knew all of those things. There are plenty of adult film stars that regret being adult film stars, but they still have to keep pushing and just hope that their children don't find out. And if so, hopefully they can have a healthy conversation with their kid and let them know about their past. That's who they were. That's not who they are now. So you are not exempt. You do not get any special privilege because you feel like you're too good for your tape to be out there, as if that's not your claim to fame in the first place. That's not our fault that you're sitting there lying to your children, telling them that you're famous because of other things, knowing the reason you had fame in the first place. You are their parent, so you have the right to decide when you want to tell them about your past, because it would be better coming from you than your son sitting there playing Roblox, finding out how his mom used to bust it open on camera. That's on you. So I don't feel sorry for you. I don't at all. You knew about these things. It's not like that was leaked and somebody was trying to embarrass you or something like that. It's not. This was deliberate. The first tape that you put out was deliberate. You knew that that would always haunt you. You knew that this would always come back. You knew that even having kids in the future, that it would still be something you would have to explain to them one day. Once again, Kim, you are not exempt. And the same thing goes for Ray J. I don't feel sorry for him either, having children. He knew he wanted to have kids one day, just like Kim knew she wanted to have kids one day. And if they would have had kids together, it would have still been something that they would have had to explain together. So let's get into how Ray J feels about Wack 100 coming forward, saying that he was going to leak the second tape. After watching Wack 100 say he and Ray J would give the tape as a non-refundable token to Kardashian's estranged husband, Kanye West, Ray J responded via Instagram on Sunday, September 19th. "This ain't cool," he wrote. "I've been staying off the radar, just staying focused and being humble and thankful for all the blessings I'm receiving. How can I show growth and maturity if this kind of stuff keeps happening? I am a father now and my job is to be a great parent and put them first. This is not the message I want to send out." Shaking my head. I agree with Ray J. I do believe that he and Kim, not just Ray J, Kim as well, should be able to show growth, and they shouldn't have to keep facing something that they've already had to deal with. I could not agree more. But at the same time, if you would not have done these things, you would not have to worry about these things. How did Wack 100 get the tape in his possession at all? How does Wack keep getting adult films of these alleged celebrities? This is what makes people think that there really is humiliation rituals and things like that in that nature, to where you got to do something in order to get something, to where they try to make you as vulnerable as possible and make you do certain things, especially that may be embarrassing to you, so that they can hold it over your head to blackmail you into doing their doings, whatever they need you to do, whatever labor, whatever they need done from you, you will do out of fear of what they have on you. And I do think with Ray J that this was, kind of used within that nature, to where whatever dealings that he had with Wack 100, it was hard for Ray J to fully cut him off or fully get out of whatever said contract that they had due to this alleged blackmail that Wack 100 has over him. I believe it's the same thing with Blueface and others. But let's keep going. 100 under fire for claiming he's in possession of a gay adult tape involving Nipsey Hussle. Wack 100 has again found himself at the center of controversy. On Tuesday, April 19th, podcast host Hassan Campbell played a recording of the veteran music manager discussing an adult tape involving the late Nipsey Hussle, another man, and the mother of Nip's son, Lauren London. Campbell said he only knows about the tape because he overheard Nipsey's former manager, Big U, and Wack 100 speaking about it on a three-way call they didn't realize he was on. He also alleged Big U and Wack 100 tried to use the tape to extort London for 30% of Nip's estate. In the recording, Wack 100 talked about how Nipsey was effing with an NIGGA and claimed he was saving his career. He added, yeah, he paying a NIGGA to F his baby mama with him. After the clip was reposted to the Neighborhood Talks Instagram account, comments poured in shaming Wack 100 over the allegations. Wack 100 has sparked fire from Nipsey Hussle's fans before. In December 2019, just 9 months after Nipsey passed away outside of the Marathon clothing store in South Central Los Angeles, Wack stopped by TMZ outside the game's 40th birthday party and asked if he thought Nip died a legend. His quote, "He wasn't," Wack said at the time. "What's a legend? Define a legend. Let's keep it real. If Dre died right now, we'd say we lost a legend, right? Based upon what? Numbers, right? Body of work, right? How many albums did Nipsey drop? One album, right? This is not personal-ish. This is real-ish. The man died with 1 million followers," he continued. "No radio hits, no platinum hits, no world tours. After he died, he went platinum. Sold a bunch of records, followers went up 9-10 million. First of all, we gotta define what a legend is and what it isn't. Was he on his way? I think within time. Yes, he would have been. At the time of his demise, let's keep it real. The truth can't be defined as disrespect. If it is, that means you're lying to yourself." Before giving my opinion, I want to start off by saying that this is very disrespectful. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. He is not here to speak for himself. That's why I find this disgusting that any of this came out even in the first place. Shout out to Hassan Campbell. I like Hassan, but at the same time, I think that this information could have stayed between you and your camp. To have this come out, it's not like Wack and Big U was live discussing this, so this is how everybody found out, or they were interviewing. I mean, you literally brought this information out, Hassan. So no disrespect, I don't dislike you or anything. I understand as a content creator, it's content for content. You gotta do what you gotta do to keep your name and your channel blazing in these streets, your podcast successful. But in my honest opinion, if I would have had said information, I would have just left it alone. Just because that man is not here to speak for himself. Now, if Nipsey Hussle was still alive, yes, I would have ran forward with it. Because, I mean, it is what it is. Nipsey can speak for himself, but he's not here. So how can his story truly be told, or his side truly be told, if he's not here to tell it? So I just find it kind of disgusting on everybody's end, you know, that shared this information to get this information into existence, not the blogs or anything like that. They're just doing their job. They're picking up stories that have traction, but to put traction behind a story of a man that has passed away and people try to make it seem as if they respect him. It's like, how can you respect him if you're willing to do these type of things? So rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. Like I said, I loved him. I'm a big fan. I'm not saying this to upset anyone. I love Lauren London. I think she's a beautiful woman, a good actress, beautiful family she has. Shout out to her for being a single mother raising her children, and losing Nipsey, as we all know, was very hard for her. I mean, it's been years and she still hasn't truly moved on. So shout out to Lauren. I don't want to disrespect them in any way because this is a tough topic. You know, it's a bigger topic, but I do, as a content creator, have to give my opinion, and I will. So in my opinion, with them saying that Nipsey allegedly said that he was doing set things with this alleged, man, because he was saving his career. Now, he didn't say that the person that he was trying to save his career and keep his career going was the person that's in this alleged tape. So with that being said, I feel, in my opinion, that the career-saving part was from a mogul, a celebrity that has a lot of power, especially within the industry of rap. Once again, I'm not here to say anything negative. I'm not here to come at Nipsey. I'm not here to come at Lauren. Love them both. Once again, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. But they did have a very close relationship with Diddy. And we all know what the streets say about P. Diddy. So to save his career, if he was allegedly sleeping with a man to save his career, I feel that that was being pushed towards Diddy, saying that allegedly something may have been going on between Diddy and Nipsey Hussle. Lauren London and Cassie have always been close. They've always been really good friends. And if you notice within these pictures, they spent a lot of time together. So I don't know. But in part 2, we will break this down a little bit further. Once again, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. I do feel that Wack 100 should be ashamed of himself for even bringing anything like this out. But as a content creator, I do feel it's my job to discuss these things. But once again, I want to stay as respectful as possible because this man is deceased. He has children, he has a family, and being gay is not bad. Doing gay things or, anything in that nature is not a bad thing. But some people still frown upon it. And he is not here to speak for himself. So there's really no reason that I feel that this needs to be being discussed. But once again, as content creators, we have jobs. I love you all. Until the next video, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. I love you, Lauren London. Wack, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Bye.
Out to him. You will kiss his feet. Yep. You will serve him. And you will make sure he look good.
And you will do it happily.
Happily. Pyramid.
Pyramid.
And I still love you, though.
Love you.
Honor him.